Yeah, hi everyone. Welcome to today's video. This today's stream. Today I'm playing Freestyle Friday. Okay, there was some problem with setting up my OBS, so I was slightly late today. Sorry about that. But yeah, the first round is over. I was playing the very strong GM from Romania, Daniel Bogdan, and yeah, I missed fork here. Here d4, I thought knight g5 and I can play this, but unfortunately I missed rook d5 and I lost pretty badly. But okay, many more rounds to go, 10 more rounds to go, so let's see what we can do here. So waiting for the next game, and I hope everything is fine with the stream. I just check it from my phone once. Yeah, the next game has started, so I'm going to focus on this game now. He started with g3. Let's see. I'll go g6. Hmm, maybe c6 to gain some stronghold over the center. 96. e4 just take. Yeah, take. And now maybe I'll just go castle and play simple chess. c5 knight c6 might be an idea. I don't know how I can develop my queen, to be honest, but let's see. Yeah, bishop c3 is a strong move for him here, but yeah, I'll he plays a4 to develop his queen, of course, but I'm going to do the same. Maybe queen a6. Maybe b5 next. b5, if he takes, I take, and then queen a5 is falling, so I have to be a bit careful here. Maybe 96. He can play e5 here actually, which I missed. And bishop c3, then maybe 95. Yeah, 95, why not? Rook d1, then maybe knight c4 is coming. Oh, e5, and now maybe knight c4 anyways. He has to take, and then I take with the queen, and I should be fine. Queen e7, knight c2 maybe. 93 is coming next. I believe I'm fine in this position, although my e8 bishop is very misplaced, and also it forces my rooks to be uncoordinated. That's a small problem, or a big problem, I'd say. You should always keep your pieces activated. But so are his rooks on f1 and b1. The knight is blocking their coordination, and yeah, it should be good for me. Okay, rook f3. He's trying to go b3 next, it seems. That's a nice idea. If 94, then also b3 is coming. Yeah. Hmm. What to do actually? I think bishop d7 would be a nice move here, but again b3 and then what? Like I'll go for bishop d7. The point is after queen d7 I have rook d8 and then some ideas with rook d1 check and a lot of attack is going to come. I don't know if that's a sound sacrifice, but looks pretty interesting. Okay, queen d7, rook d8, and queen h3 would be a nice move because when I give check on d1, you can go bishop f1, and in any case, if I get to play knight e3, the f1 bishop will already have a protection. So yeah, um, knight d3, but bishop g4 isn't that a blunder by him? Yeah, just bishop g4. I don't know what he's going to do about that. Okay, I have to play in this layout actually because in Nobius I've set up the board that way. Queen c5, I'll just take bishop 3, and now if this, then bishop into a5 is coming. Okay, bishop f5 is not a move actually. I have b6 over there. Okay, bishop f5, he blunders b6. Now I'm winning. I was winning even before, I guess, but yeah, now it's clear. What is bishop e4? I think I can just go knight d4 and play it safe, or even yeah, knight d4 seems nice. I would be completely rook up. Okay, he resigns and yeah, good game. I'll just check once if my screen is going fine. Okay, everything looks good. I'm having some problem with my OBS virtual camera actually. I don't know what that is, but anyways, let's see some other games. Uh, yeah, this should be a draw, but this is a very strong. I am from Peru. I am Renato Terry, but okay, 800 in a draw. Okay, so next round, let's see. Okay, I'm playing a Grandmaster from Chile. Let's see how we can start in this position. I'll go with e4. I'll develop my knight. Maybe going d4 would have been slightly better. Okay, and I have 3. This bishop can play from here itself, but okay, I have some problems with developing this bishop actually, because if I go b3, he's going to play bishop a3 check, which might be annoying. I'll go d4 here. If d5, knight d5. And bishop b4 is a nice move, I would say, because he's provoking me to play c3, which makes my bishop on a1 even duller. So I'll go with the rook e3 maybe. I don't want to play c3 by any means. Mm, a3, and he just runs away with his bishop, right? Okay, so maybe h3. Okay, I'll go for queen d3 maybe. Or should I take? Maybe I'll take. If he takes, I just exchange the rooks first and then go queen d3. Oh, queen d5, yeah. That that was maybe not what I was expecting, to be honest. Maybe c4. Yeah, I was planning to go queen a4, but he stops it. Maybe I can go queen b3 now. He can go bishop d6. I think bishop d6 would have been a better move by him, but I'll go castle now. He can go castle as well. Oh, short castle. I completely forgot about that move, honestly speaking. But maybe I got d5 now. And should I take with the rook or should I take with the pawn? That is a good question. Okay, I'll take with the rook. Queen c8, yeah. Maybe knight h5. Queen c3 next. Yeah, b5 maybe. Queen c3. I think I could also have taken on b5. I mean, why not? Maybe it was a more slip from his side, but I don't know. c5, yeah. Maybe bishop d3. Bishop d6 and b3. And 4 is a nice move. Is attacking this pawn? I missed that. I'm in some trouble here. Okay, I'll just take and try to play fast. Uh, I don't know what I'm doing here. Bishop d4 next, maybe. Bishop f3 is there. Shit. Yeah, bishop f3 looks like completely winning for him after rook g3, rook e1 checking b2, and then queen e5 check. But when I have the double bishop, there's always some tiny little hope, maybe. Yeah. Oh, okay. That in c2, maybe bishop d4. Here. No, just take queen d7. I honestly don't know what is happening in this position. He has to play g6 or exchange of the queens. Oh shit, I lost some time. Yeah. Yeah, the position was by no means clear. Maybe I was winning even. Oh yeah, I was better. I should have just exchanged of the queens here, queen d5, but not an easy move, I would say. This is better for me. Okay, the f7 pawn is weak, of course, but yeah, yeah, bishop e5. Yeah, I mean, I thought that I was better, but it's really hard to understand. Yeah, king j8 was his best move here. I mean, come on. Yeah, this is him winning. Yeah, I would have been happy with a draw here, but yeah, I should have start pushing my pawns with maybe a4 and something like this. Yeah, a4. And yeah, here maybe I already messed up my position a bit. It's very hard to. Ah, okay, king b4 was there, yeah. And the point is after rook d3 there was some double attack maybe or some draw. Okay, yeah. Okay, let's see some other games. Okay. Yeah, Joseph Talukdar is. I know him. I played him quite a few times over the board, and he's a strong player from Odisha. Bishop f3. I don't want to exchange those, so I'll go this and now e5 maybe. He's weakening his king a lot, I would say. Maybe f5 next. Okay, that is a nice move. I think I have to play knight h4. Knight e7 looks really passive, I would say. Yeah, that was a nice move by him. Okay, I'll just play in the out in the open. Bishop f5 check is welcome. King d8. Yeah, I didn't see a way to stop that, honestly. Maybe f6. Maybe now knight h4. e4. Knight f5. Check. Maybe g6. If e5, I go queen into d5. That's the trick I'm aiming for. If knight h6, then I have queen g7, and I think my pieces are much more active in this position. I didn't really like king b1 by him. Maybe bishop b2 was a more accurate move. And my light square bishop is really going to be really strong once this e4 pawn disappears from the board because his king is really weak. My dark square bishop is already doing a great job on a3. This I can go knight f4. I think knight f4, and the point is if he takes, I just take on e4 and he has to move his knight, leaving his e4 pawn without any support. Yeah, knight c1. Maybe I'll just go queen e6. Then d4 is coming. Yeah, h5. Let's say trying to h4. Yeah, d4 still. Yeah, maybe h4. If take, then c8. Now we should take, and that's mate. No, no. He has knight d3, but I can just take on d3. He missed bishop e4, I think, somehow. Knight d3, I can also go knight e2 first and then do whatever I want. He resigned, yeah. Yeah, good game. I think somewhere around here he could have just played. No, I think already here it's lost, but here I think he should have played slowly with maybe f3 and h4 and then knight e2, and Position might be slightly better for me, but there's nothing clear for sure. Task engine. Yeah, it was slightly better, as I said, but okay, there was some winning move here. Knight f4 directly. Yeah, knight f4 was, yeah, should have been an easy move to spot. Yeah, yeah, as I said, like king b1 was a bad move. Bishop b2 would have been more accurate. But yeah, there's a small break after this round, so I think I'll have a small break myself and come back soon. Okay, hi everyone. I'm back now. Round 5 is going to start soon. And let's see the standings. Where Carlson is leading. No, yeah, Carlson is leading with 4 by over 4. Also, Maxim is at 4 by 4. Then GM Arthur. I think Fedosif, right? Oh, Pranesh. Yeah, Pranesh. Really talented kid from Chennai. Is in the third place. Then with Zigalko. Very strong Belarusian Grandmaster. Is in the fourth place. Where are we, by the way? Yeah, I'm at 60th place, which is not that bad, I would say. And, but I need to win some games, play stronger. So let's see. I can't see the chat, by the way. So okay. Next round started. I'm playing the strong Ukrainian GM Anton Korobov. So let's get rolling. I'll play knight b3, maybe d4 next. He has killed his knight, kind of, I would say, because he can't go c5 anytime soon. So I didn't really like his move, his starting move, I mean. Bishop b7, maybe 93 or what? e4. Maybe I'll go knight f3. Then I kill my queen, right? 93. Maybe bishop f4. e3. g5. Bishop e5 is there. I might lose my bishop, but I have a lot of development advantage. And and what else do you need in life? I'll just take bishop f3 maybe. c6. That's really passive, I'd say. Can I go g4? And now maybe queen g4. I'll go castle and then e5, e4, e5 maybe. Maybe queen g2. Attacking the c6 pawn. It's a huge weakness, by the way. Maybe he has to go d5. And what to do here? Maybe h3. I want to go e4, e4 next. Yeah, no, e4. If he takes, I'm happy with bishop into e6. Bishop into e4, I mean. Rook e1. No, 95 maybe. Or I can play C. Okay, just go 95. Queen G7 might be annoying for me. After deck. C3. Just trying to kill this bishop on F6. Rook 8 would be a blunder here because of bishop into H5, but is for sure not going to play such moves. I don't have a clear plan honestly, but neither does he. I think I have to come back with 93. Or maybe queen G3. If H4, then queen H2. I think about some moves like knight G6, but then rook into E1, rook E1, and then rook moves somewhere. I have bishop H5, but he moves to H7, then I don't know what to do. But still, maybe I'll go knight G6. On my knight on E5 is really strong, so yeah, I'll just go here. Maybe now knight G6. Oh, it's a check. Oh my god. Oh no. That was terrible. That was really, really, really terrible. I thought c5 and now knight g6, queen g6, queen g7. I have the d5 pawn will be weak, but yeah, that was a very, very bad blind spot from my side. C4, yeah. I have to take. Maybe just queen c2 is winning for him. King f2, maybe. Hmm. Yeah, I don't have any good moves. Yeah, just bishop h3 and the game is over. No, bishop a6. Just rook f8. Yeah. Good time to call it a day. Yeah, let's see what happened in the game. Yeah, here everything was fine, I guess. Yeah, I was slightly better here. And e4, it's not that good, yeah. Oh, I missed bishop into h5. Shit. Bishop h5 was a nice trick here because if rook h5, there's this double attack with queen g4 check, and I'm just a pawn up. Yeah, bishop h5 was really nice. D4. Yeah, this should have been, yeah, slightly better for him. Yeah, already I'm in a dire situation, but I could have played better. But anyways, let's see some other games. Magnus is at 5 bar 5. Hmm. Yeah, that was a really interesting game, but of course Magnus was the driver's seat throughout. This is the last game going on. Yeah, they're playing on increment. Should be a draw, but Black is trying some tricks. Okay, so next game is going to start soon. Playing some Indian guy, and let's see. Um, D4. Let's just attack the pawn. Maybe I go knight f6 as well, or b6. You can go knight g5 actually. Didn't see that coming, but I hope it doesn't find it. And he doesn't find it. He can go g4 here, by the way. But then knight f6 is coming. Maybe I go knight f6 here. c4. Yeah, I have some problem in developing my pieces, but yeah, that's the general problem in freestyle chess, that it's like very confusing in the sense that you don't know how to develop your pieces, honestly speaking. So, because there are so many options, and then after developing your pieces, you just realize that your pieces are cramped and maybe you don't have any space to develop the others. So I'll just go for this and then 97, which looks like something. And now 97, maybe I'll go long castle, but there might be some stuff with on the queen side. There will be some stuff on the queen side going on, but what to do with c5 or something? Yeah, Maybe I'll go knight g4 here, just to make that queen on h3 look a bit stupid. And also now, when I go long castle, if he plays c5, I have take and then knight c5 because the queen is not pinning my king on c8 anymore. So that should be good. And now I think it's a good time to go long castle. And now it's time for me to start my own offensive with maybe f6, f5, or directly f5. I don't know. b4 is trying to go c5, but that really is not a threat anyways, because I take and then I can take it by knight, because if he takes I have bishop into c3 in the end. But still, I think I'll go for f5 directly here. I don't really like that move. F queen f5. I thought he's just going to play something like some preparatory move like rook c8, or I mean not rook c8, rook e1, which would have been far more helpful. And now I think I'm winning a piece with e5. No, knight h4 is there, of course, but or maybe take and then g5. Oh, no, I'll just play a bishop into d4. I think here, because if g5 there's bishop e4, and then I have to move my queen, right? Hmm. Yeah, knight b5 is nice. I missed that. I have to take that guy over there. Knight a7. Now king b8 is forced. Now king c8. Is he going to repeat? Oh, he didn't repeat. That's nice for me, as I'm trying to play for the win. Maybe 95 now. If bishop e5, I don't take the bishop on e5, I'll take the bishop on f3. And if knight into e5, then okay, yeah, he goes for it, and now I think queen f3 makes a lot of sense. If knight d8, I just take on e5 with my pawn, and okay, I can just take on f2 first, I think. Now maybe this. He can go knight c6. I missed that. Yeah, I should have taken on rook into d8 for sure. Um, but what to do? I just got this. Not the best continuation out there, but it is what it is. I have to be really quick here. I don't know what to do, to be honest. Oh shit, I missed rook d8 check. And that's mate. Shit. Yeah, that was sad. By the way, I think Maxim bet Carlsen and is leading the game, leading the tournament now. Yeah, here I didn't honestly know what to do for myself. Maybe just simply rook at 3, yeah. Yeah, simply rook at 3 and I should be winning here. Yeah, I just deliberately ran into the mat. That was really bad. Um, let's see. Yeah, for sure. No, e5, knight h4, I didn't see anything. Oh, queen d3 was there, yeah. Oh, my next game has started and let's see. Hmm. I'll go g6, open up my queen first. You know what? You always try to have more freedom for a queen because that's the most precious piece on the board and in life as well. Yeah, I think it's going to go take on e5, and I'm not so sure with which piece I'm going to take it back. Okay, I don't think that's a good move. I'll play knight d4, trying to go knight e3 check, but he's gonna play rook e1, of course. And now maybe knight e6, f4, of course, bishop g7. Sorry, yeah, knight d5 looks annoying for me. Um, what can we do over here? Maybe I'll go bishop f8 first, and then knight c7 next. Oh, wait a sec. Did I just miss bishop h6 check? Oh, that's terrible. That is really, really terrible. Bishop h6 now. Maybe he's going to play bishop d2. King d1. Or if just e6. I didn't really like his move king d1. And now, yeah, my king is uncastled and so is his. But I have I have the I have the more active pieces. My bishop on h6 is doing a great job. I'm going to play bishop h5 check next, and I don't know how it's going to continue, honestly. Yeah, I'll take with the c pawn. If he moves his knight, I have bishop h5 check, and I think he missed it. Bishop h5 check, and the game is pretty much over. Yeah, just queen g7, queen g4 is coming next. Queen e4. I can just play d5, I think. Take his c4 knight as well. Yeah, the spin is just deadly. Next coming up is rook e8. Okay, king b8. All is safe. Yeah, now just rook e8, I guess. Okay, he resigns, and rightfully so. So 3 out of 7, I think. Not a great score, honestly, but still around 4 games to go, and I can make a comeback. Let's just try to check out some games. Carlsen just won to against Zigalko. Let's see this game. Start with g3 as well. Hmm. Oh, I just saw this was from previous round, I think. From the fifth round, I think. Yeah. This is their ongoing game. So Carlsen is playing against Pranesham, and he is winning. No, Rook d7. What? What? Yeah, Rook d7 is winning. Yeah, yeah. Carlsen is winning for sure. Time to is. Um, what else can we see? Maybe let's check out what Botnik and Maxim are doing. Yeah, Botnik is. I'm not so sure. The a5 rook is quite misplaced, but the a1 rook of white is also not doing quite a lot. So, but just 2 moves away from getting developed. Yeah. Oh, even long castle was possible. So yeah, 1 move. Hmm. Maybe knight 5 was a move. Yeah. Maxim's rook is getting kicked around. At what? Yeah. Is oh. Let's see how Mitra was doing. His a statement, and he has just beaten a strong FM from Turkey, Ashraf Ertin. I think he is already an international master, honestly. How did it start? E5, I don't really like this move. Yeah, d5 and then the d8 knight is completely busted, I believe. Yeah, and just lost a pawn out of the opening, and yeah, that was a really dominating victory by Mitra. Yeah, let's check out how this guy is doing. Um, he is losing against. Which country is this, by the way? I don't know. Okay, let's wait for the next round. So right now Carlson is back in the lead. Okay, I'm playing an iron from April, and yeah, I'm really sorry for the background noise, but there's nothing I can do about it. I really love dogs, but not when they are barking, especially at night, and especially when you're streaming. Yeah, e6 attacking my e4 pawn. I'll go knight g3 and then d4 maybe. H5, maybe h4. Then g5 is coming. I just take on h5. Queen e4, just knight g3 back. And kick around this queen a bit. Okay, queen h2 is not a move because of rook h1. It's getting trapped. So I'll play d4. Maybe bishop d3. h3 now. d5. The f5 pawn is weak, so I'm using that weakness to some open up the defense of black's king on d8. 96 now, d5 is a threat, so I'll just take it simply. As simple as that. Now c4. I can take on d7 first, I guess. And now bishop e2. Oh, all my pieces are getting kicked around here. That's really not nice. I have to play knight h5, I think. Oh, bishop f5 is really playing some great chess, I would say. Bishop d2, oh, then bishop into c2, and then I'm losing my rook. I'm in a lot of trouble. Uh, hmm. 93 only move, I think. Attack. Bishop b3, then knight f4. Oh, he has bishop b1. That was a really bad game from my side. I just hope it blunders something. It's really hard to do anything here. Oh, he even managed to exchange off the queens, and there is apparently nothing I can do about it. But still hope that he blunders something somewhere. He's playing too good, I think. Hmm. Yeah, just time to resign, I think. Hmm. So how much did I score actually? It's really bad, I think. No way. Oh, I'm at 67th. Oh, that's really bad, I think. Hmm. So I'm really struggling with freestyle chess, apparently. But this guy played really good chess. I think in one of the games I missed this game. I think this one. Yeah, I just missed everything, and it was a game that I should have won, and I messed it up, messed it all up. Just something like rook takes, and it was an easy win. He had to move his bishop, and if he moves bishop like this, then queen d4, and maybe some rook move, then just king b8, and dark squares are well protected, and he has nothing. But what to do? That's that's life. I have to try and win the rest of the 3 rounds. So already 8 rounds over. I'll just take a short break and come back soon. See you in 10 minutes. Okay, I'm back, and the next round has started. I'm playing against some Iranian CM. Uh, it's not here apparently. I'm always going full screen, and that's why a lot of people can't see my screen, unfortunately. I could have tried that old good old trick knight b6, knight c4, and the b2 pawn would be weak. Hmm. He's going to try the same against me, apparently, and I don't know how I should answer that. Maybe 96. If knight f5, maybe I go b6. Knight b7 check, king e7. My king will be weak, but his knight will be in some huge trouble. But now I'm thinking if I can actually do that. Maybe I'll just do it and hope that he can't get his knight out in any easy way. Knight e3 though. Maybe d6, then queen c6. Sorry, queen c6, and then queen b7. How can he stop that? So maybe that is not a really good way to fool your opponent in the opening. Okay, I'll do it now. Then take on b7. In knight d6, maybe I'll just take with the pawn. Of course, like queen d6 would fail to knight f5 check. Yeah, knight d5 check, just king f8, I guess. Knight c7, challenging this good old knight on d5. Queen d7 back. D4. Maybe just a5. I should have gone d5 actually over there. I don't know why I didn't do that. f6. If d5, just knight c5. Um, Maybe I can go d5 now, but I'll go bishop f7. Knight b5. And now d5 maybe. Can't I just grab a pawn on d4 like this, c4, and then this, and then knight d4? I think I'm just gonna do that. Maybe knight f4 is there at the end, but then I have knight c6. Yeah, I'm somehow feeling very tired today, but need to go on. 95, just bishop d5, right? 85, 25. Now is trying to, or even now bishop d4 is not a threat, so I'm out of any kind of danger. Just rook d8. Maybe 95. King f7. Yeah, I have some problems here. I have to figure out a way to develop my h8 rook. Queen here. Hmm. Not so easy yet, yeah. Maybe rook e8. He was aiming for rook f6. Is that this? And now if this bishop c4 is coming, that's the problem. But maybe still I go king here. And now I just take, rook take. Oh, I can't afford to lose this anyway. Oh, that is really just terrible. Somehow my pieces are safe now. I don't know what I'm doing here. And just from a completely one position, I managed to bring this. Oh, yeah. I don't even want to keep playing this tournament, but since I started streaming, I will. This was a terrible loss. Yeah, it was a piece up. 100 ways to win, but only one way to lose, and I managed to find that. Just a bishop e5 should have been game over. Or even something like queen f7. And losing this was too much. And now I can see the chats. Actually, I didn't know how to open the chat on the in OBS. Yeah, there was some problems with my board initially. Okay, next game I started. I'm playing Sam Copeland, is I think a famous streamer from US. I'm sure I heard his name, but I'm not so sure if he's a streamer actually. He's playing copycat chess. Maybe I'll just go a4 and um, try to spice things up a bit. Queen e3, 96, and now d3 maybe. Just making that knight look stupid on d6. b6 now, 95 maybe. You can go knight d7. Maybe then I have to play something like bishop d4. Not so sure though. Yeah, bishop d4, let's go. c5 would be a blunder because there I have knight into d7 and I have a discovered attack on the h8 bishop. And he has to take on d4 and then I take the b8 rook. So he plays the correct, no, not the correct move, 97, and then I'll avoid him the doubled pawns. And after queen c3, he has some problem with the f6 pawn. d4, okay. Yeah, I missed that move. I think that's nice. bc3, bishop c6, and then do bcb to check. Yeah, that was nice. Maybe I can go c4 here. Still, I retain some advantage. Maybe king d2. Oh, I missed knight into c4. I hope he doesn't see it. Oh no, I'm playing so bad. That's horrible. Just a horrible day for me. I have nothing to say. Shit. Just rook f2 and I'm done. Bishop d5. Yeah, just rook g2 and I don't have anything. Well, I had a nice position. I managed to mess it up again. I think I'm at 3.7 now. Yeah, that's terrible. That is really, really terrible. c4. You can just start pushing his pawns, honestly. My only hope is knight c6, but I bet he is going to see it. I hope he plays h4. Then it's a mate in 2, but he's for sure going to see that move. Rook g1, yeah, and I have nothing to do here. Rook b1 check, c4, check, king d5. Nah. Oh, he plays that, and now Rook c5 mate if I play d5, and now he's going to play rook c6. I mean, yeah, c6, and that's going to be game over. Maybe I can try this. Just rook d7. Rook c6. Unnecessary, but okay, works fine. There are no tricks I can do here. Yeah, let's at least gobble on. Hmm. No, that was really, really, very bad. Yeah, it's such a stupid game from my side. Yeah, I just missed. I just missed knight c4. Okay, I'll just wait for the last game. As they say, as I always do, I never really leave a tournament midway, but yeah, the King D2 was just too bad. Yeah, let's check out some games. Sven Frederick is playing Sven Erasmus. I don't know if they are brothers, by the way, but both from Germany, very strong players. Yeah, they both played this 4-5 radio. But similar game, I'd say. Like at least the pawn structure is pretty similar. Okay, ends in a draw. Last round is going to start soon. He started playing some IM. I don't know what this country is. I mean, it's just an Olympic flag, so I'm not so sure. I don't think he's going to play it because he's at a terrible point as well. Yeah, I think it's just going to let. Ah, okay. Yes, played. So that's good news. I played knight f6. Maybe b6. c5 here. It's trying to restrict my pieces. Maybe take here. F3. I'll just take here maybe. And then queen a6. Attacking the pawn on e2. Although it's not like I can't take it next move because he would have had bishop d3. So here maybe d6. Yeah, my brain is clearly not braining today, but I have to go on. That's what I signed up for when I started streaming this tournament. I'll just stay with the c pawn, bring my rook to c8 next, and castle safely. This move and play rook c8. Let's say if he moves his rook, I have queen b6 check, trying to create some problems for him before he can castle. Okay, I just castle. If he moves his rook, I play d5. He's going to castle himself. And then what can we do here? Try to weaken his king side a bit. If g3, then h5 looks promising. Yeah, h5, because why not? h4 next. Queen b6 check. Let's go. Why can't I just take it? Take, and maybe I should not take it immediately. I think I can take. And now a6, queen d6 next. No, what? Now I can take here, and this pawn is going to fall on d4, and I have the bishop pair, and I should be winning. Let's take that. Let's play a5. Just saving the pawn. Um, yeah, bishop c6. If knight b6, rook b8 is trapping the knight. So he kind of has to play bishop b5, I think. After which, bishop b. He plays knight c3. Now can I go something like rook b8 maybe? Rook e8. trying some tricks with bishop h7 check, but I don't think those kind of stuff should work. Now he's trying to go rook into b8 and then something like rook h8 check, but I'm not going to allow any of those shit. Bishop f4, and let's invade on the last rank. And now rook c1, rook c3 is coming next. He doesn't have a comfortable place to move his bishop to, I would say. Maybe I'll just save my pawn on d5 first. He can't save this c3 pawn. If he plays rook d3, I have rook c2 and then take. C4, I'll just take. Bishop 4 maybe. Rook d5, yeah. This. c3. c2. Check. Check. Queen. And this is winning. Yeah. Yeah, so I won this game. Nice game. But yeah, overall the tournament didn't go my way. So I I think I'm gonna check out some other games. Diak Bogdan is playing quite strong. Maybe this game is not. This game is going to end in a draw, I feel. Oh, rook c5. Wow. No. Wait. Oh yeah. King g7 and now bishop d5 or something. But should be drawn still. No, wait. c5, bc5, b6. No, rook g6 was the move, I think. Okay, even this is fine. They have a lot of speed, yeah, honestly. Yeah, this is a draw for sure. Yeah, just rook b2. Yeah, this is going to be a draw. Let's see what Carlsen is up to. Oh, Carlsen lost to Mofat Sina. That's an interesting result. At 95 isn't the pawn falling? Okay, bishop is on g8, so that's fine. Yeah, Carlsen's pieces were quite passive. Yeah. hmm Yeah. Also, the tournament is over, and we have Grandmaster Pranay who won the tournament, and then in second place is Carlsen. Pranesh is again the Indian prodigy. I played him a couple of years ago in under 15 nationals where I won quite easily actually. But now he is really really strong. And Carlsen, of course, and Maxim is at the third place. He was playing. He played really well throughout. I think he bet Carlsen, right? Yeah, and yeah. Okay, so where did I end up being? Let's see. I scored 4 points. Yeah, 60th place. Yeah, really not my tournament. I mean, not even my day. I would say a lot of blunders, and I I, I played really bad chess. But okay, yeah, it can happen in a sport. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the stream. So see you next week, most likely in Title Tuesday. I'll be back. Stay tuned. See you. Good night, or good afternoon, wherever, or good morning, wherever you're from. So see you